right, today on Knowing the Ropes, I got an exclusive. We outside of Upton Boxing Gym. Coach Calvin Ford, Coach Javante Tank Davis. What's good?
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Let's jump right into it. We less than 80 days away, man, from the big fight between Javante Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz.
That's true. That's true. We got two big fights. Malik Hawkins fighting too.
You know, actually, I'm going to actually get into that a little bit later, talking about that. I first wanted to talk about what's going on with the situation with Tank right now and the plans as far as camp.
Well, everything is on schedule. Tank don't like getting with me until he get in shape, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So he always try to get his body in shape before, you know, the team come down and put him through this rigorous training that we do.
You know, that was one of the things that you had talked about months ago, that you didn't want to go into the rigorous camp, calling it lose weight camp.
Right, yes.
Really working on skills at that point in time.
Yes, that's true.
Now, Coach, I've been seeing a lot of the works with preliminaries and the talks. It's probably not official yet, but you have Tank and Santa Cruz.
Well, that's going to happen. The only thing we just waiting for is how they're going to do the face-off and all that stuff. They've been talking. That fight would have been happening. It probably would have happened already.
Already.
We might be in the midst of it right now. But if everything work out, from all the promotional putting that stuff together, you know, we should see it sometime. Not soon, but we should see it, you know. Just trying to make sure we stay prepared, get ready, do what we got to do to get prepared, because that's going to be a good one, you know.
You know, one of the things I was talking about in the media is that Tank was planning on having longer camps. Is that true?
No.
You know, I mean, as far as weeks, going from like an 8-week to a 12-week camp.
No, we always kept the same number that we had, you know, and it just based on staying consistent with it, you know. Sometimes we be here in Baltimore and we move somewhere else to another place, you know. So right now I haven't had a chance to sit down and come up with a strategy of what we're going to do, because we've been off for a while, you know. Pay-per-view fight, Santa Cruz, very excited fighter. Come to fight, you know what I'm saying? He gonna put that work in. Tank know this, we know this, you know what I'm saying? He already had a fight with Gamble, lands a nice shot, but Gamble was a great fit, you know what I'm saying? He know what to do. Santa Cruz, a young fighter, you know what I'm saying? He got a chance really making some big noise, so, you know, he got something to motivate him with.
What's your thoughts of that fight going at the 130 weight?
Right now, I just got to make 130. That's my fight.
But remember, we always talked about that. He can make that 130, no problem.
I know he can. Again, Tank gets in his own moves or what he want to do. But if he stick to me and Kenny's plan. What we do, because all our other fighters make it. You know what I'm saying? And do what he's supposed to do, stay for, and he make it. You know. Sometimes I joke with him and say, man, you probably can do 126 if you put your mind to it. But when he said, man, you crazy. You know, he can do it. It's just what Tank want to do, you know. But like I always say, if the money right, the fight right. If you make weight, somebody in trouble. You know, so.
Yeah, because, you know, it's crazy, you know, looking at the different videos right now. He seems like he is in shape right now.
He's right now, he's enjoying himself, because a lot of things that when he was younger, he didn't get a chance to do. And, you know, we had that conversation, and he said something to me, man, you took all them things from me because we stayed in the gym all the time. I couldn't say nothing. I really couldn't say nothing, but I tried to explain something. You the one had this dream. So you had this dream that you asked for now. So at this dream, you have to be real careful so you can complete what you want to complete.
And make certain sacrifices, I guess.
That's what it is. So, you know, I get it. You know, as dads and coaches and stuff, we take a lot of things from them because we were trying to protect them, you know. And then when they get to that level that they're doing good and whatnot, they want to do stuff, you know. I get it. But at the same time, you know, you got to be mindful. This your life now.
You got shit to do.
Yeah.
Everything gonna be there when you finish.
Yeah. I said, it's not over until it's over. That's the day when he lay you down. It's over then. When you can move and got all your limbs, you can breathe, and you still can do it. Do it right. Do it the right way. The truth. You know what I'm saying?
Devin just dropped past the gym, and Floyd was there, and he just started working.
He just started working, so you know. But, you know, Tank had his heart actually coming doing camp with Floyd.
I remember that. That conversation.
He actually told me, we going for camp in Vegas. He specifically told me, he said, I don't care what you do, how you do it, we're going to Vegas. I told Kenny and the rest of the team, I said, yo, we're going to Vegas, so just get prepared for it. It's time for us to leave, we're going to Vegas. And that was it. Then all of a sudden, I looked at what you got, I said, that changed, you know, but we already had a plan in place, because you see what we do.
You know, with that being said, Will Camp be at home base in Baltimore or somewhere else?
I don't know. He might change his mind. You know, him and Floyd go back and forth, you know. It's crazy with them two relationships, you know, but they do that. Y'all watch
Family.
it.
Families argue.
Y'all watch it. You know, and Floyd like messing with Tank. Tank like messing with Floyd. They mess with each other. I think they both get a kick out throwing it to each other, you know. But I have to wait to see what Tank wants. At the end of the day, it's what he wants. Once he say we're gonna do, I'm gonna make him stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't getting no younger. We ain't got time to play with this particular fight coming up.
So
Floyd helping them out with that right now. You know, I'm watching what they've been doing. It's pretty good stuff.
what's your thoughts on that right now with what he's doing with Floyd?
Nothing. I'm gonna tell you something. Floyd been places I haven't been yet, as far as, you know, certain situations, you know what I'm saying? And I respect what he's doing because he's telling them certain things that, you know, going into certain battles, you're gonna need to know, you know, but I did one thing that Floyd didn't do. I raised him from scratch. So, you know, it's good when you sit there and watch a great champion schooling your youngin', because he's gonna be a great champion too. He's already a great champion, you know, so I don't mind, you know, that he's doing, you know, and Floyd understand when we get there, you know, we do our thing, because that's our chemistry right there. But right now he's down there with him, and I said that in the last interview with about the Floyd and the situation. I said that's how Floyd Tank is, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're gonna get the job done.
You know, speaking of that, will camp be set up in Vegas, preparing for the fight with Leo Santa Cruz?
Yes. That's what we're gonna be at. That's what we're going at. You know, I'm on my way out there as we speak, putting it together.
So what's the game plan going into the fight with Leo Santa Cruz?
Well, I don't normally tell my people my game plan. You know, everybody thinks Tank worrying about power and everything, right? This is a live guy. You know what I'm saying? He's younger than Gamboa. He likes to throw a lot of punches. He said he's gonna pressure Tank. Okay, all right, we'll see, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm looking for a fantastic showing for the world, to tell you the truth, because, you know, Leo does come with that energy, you know what I'm saying? And watching Tank and Floyd, watching Tank, he's really putting in the work, you know. Right now, my strategy for Tank is take him back for where it all started at, you know what I'm saying? And get him how he was when he was younger, when he was little, you know what I'm saying? To put that fire back into him, you know? Everybody always look for Tank to knock him out. You know, everybody loves knockout, but at the end of the day, you know, Leo, he's gonna put that skill together, you know? And I say it again, it's just how much punishment is he willing to take?
You know, speaking on the fight that's coming up, how different will it be with no crowd? You know, because with Tank, been in his locker room, you know, used to having a lot of people in the locker room before his fights, his brothers, everybody. How different will it be this time around for him?
Very different, because we've been watching some of the fights that's been, you know, happening. We see some good fighters, you know, didn't look that well in that situation. But I watched Tank in sparring. He's more dangerous in sparring than in a real fight, you know. And I don't know if we're not gonna have a crowd, because we're gonna be somewhere else, you know. Certain places are open, because with Lorenzo, he had a crowd, you know. So you gotta watch and see how it play out, to tell you the truth, you know.
Oh, so that's a great point there. So you never know with that timing being October 24th.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't have a clue where we'll be at. To my understanding, where the fight is going to be at, their numbers looking good, you know. They're not all over the place and whatnot, so, you know, anything is possible.
You know, with that being said, the fight will take place at the 130. And what's interesting about the fight, that both the belts are on the line for this fight.
Yes.
How crucial is that?
Well, it's I call it the road to greatness again. You know, Santa Cruz is trying to, you know, lay his mark. Tank is trying to lay his mark. I respect Santa Cruz because he gives Tank his props, you know what I'm saying? Like the other one, you know, Romachenko. Tank did more than Romachenko already, and he still ain't get his props, you know what I'm saying? He won several more titles defend this title. You know, went out overseas and defend this title. So when I look at it, you know, Tank is not getting the props, but that's cool. You know, Santa Cruz is going to be that one to show the world, like, okay, who's next?
Now I gotta ask about my young lion, Jaleel. Will he get that invite back out to the camp?
Jaleel always get that invite. Jaleel is part of the system. Jaleel is always part of the system. And one thing what I like is he like being around Tank. He love him. Whatever Tank does to him, you know what I'm saying? He learned it. So when his time comes, somebody gonna be in trouble.
You know, with Tank being out there in Vegas, you think him and Devin ever cross paths in the gym?
I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, if it does, it's gonna be big news. You know, big news. You know, everybody staying focused on what fight that they got in front of them. You know, it's all about show business. You know, it's all about talking with. Now, I respect the youngins. I respect all of them when they doing it. When that contract come across that table, you know what time it is. That's all I concentrate on. Contract.
How tough was it for your fighters with the loss of Baby Frank?
Oh, still feeling it. You know, me and Tank was talking. We're not gonna let his death go in vain. You know, everything that we do and everything that we talk about doing for the city of Baltimore, we're gonna make it happen.
You know, for a lot of people that don't know, COVID-19 hits close to home for a lot of people. You know, even Malik Hawkins, you know, talked about it with his moms.
Yeah.
So, you know, how do people stay safe during these times like this?
Well, my thing is knowing who you're around, try to check and see if they're all right. You know, ask questions about that individual. You know, how you feel? You been all right? Have you had any tests yet? You know, because it's serious. It's serious. You know, it can catch anybody. You know, Malik mom's went in the hospital. I was down for a minute, you know, and a lot of things in my mind flashed through me, you know, and I felt a certain way. You know, Truck away doing his thing, but I understand that he got to keep moving, you know. And I felt a certain way that nobody don't care about you when you're. But my kids and everybody was calling, but I didn't tell them. But that's how I'm more personal with my own person. I step back out of everybody's way and deal with me. And I had to deal with me, and I'm still dealing with me.
Yeah, see, a lot of people didn't know that. When they make the conversations that Floyd is training full time, but a lot of people didn't understand. You had been in contact with Tank, letting them know about your health at the time.
Me and I told him, I said, Tank, I'm not feeling good. I'm going on 56. And when the Malik moms got sick, I start feeling sick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's scary. You know, our whole team wasn't right. You know, the heads. Kenny made a statement like, yo, man, if us two die, man, what's gonna happen? I said, yo, let's pray that we don't, because we ain't finished our mission, you know? And look at us, I'm feeling good, clean bill of health.
Yeah, you actually posted that the other day.
Yeah, clean bill of health and everything. So, I mean, it really made me really look at what I have to do, because I have a goal that I'm trying to accomplish. And I'm like this, if anybody in my way, step away from them. Step away from them and stay focused on what I truly love, and that's boxing. Baltimore is in the house. Pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Because these guys are the gateway for our youth, for our youngest. Trust in Malik. Tank always tell me, man, I just want to have a great performance. Malik said he want to knock them doors down. You know, he's ready. He put in the work. He put in the work, and he's back in a situation where he can show the world that he's ready to be that champion.
You know, I forgot to mention Malik the King Warren.
Oh man, he's unreal.
Man,
he's unreal.
People better be on the lookout for him for real.
Yes, he's unreal. Malik, I love him. I tell him put Kenny on their head. He said, yeah, boy. I love him to death.
He does not shy away from competition.
No, he doesn't.
Nothing.
He doesn't. Terrence Crawford love him. I mean, he got that energy. Me and Kenny say something wrong with him.
Man, but I really appreciate your time as always, Coach.
Doing it, man. You know, the head from my mouth personally. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I was shocked, man, when Mia sent me that text that Tank had the shirt on in the camp, man.
You props, man. You are Ellie Setback on this side of the town. You know what I'm saying? And the way you do it, you come out, man, and support us. And you that's love, man. So we got to give you love back.
Man, I appreciate it as always, Coach.
Always a pleasure,
I'm glad
man.
to see you in good health too.
Man, I feel good, man.
All right.
All right.
Hey, this is exclusive with Coach Calvin Ford, Coach Javante Tank Davis on the ropes. We out.
We out. Good interview.